Watsurp, everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I've got something truly legendary for you, something that goes beyond just being a car. It's a rolling piece of art, history, and engineering genius. I'm talking about the 1959 Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato, a car so rare and so special that when you see it in person, it feels like you're standing in front of royalty. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll understand why collectors go crazy for it, why it commands insane auction prices, and why it's considered one of the most beautiful cars ever made. So if you haven't already, make sure you smash that subscribe button, because this kind of content deserves a front seat. Now let's dive right into what makes this car so extraordinary. Back in the late 1950s, Aston Martin was already earning a reputation for building cars that combined elegance with raw performance. But competition was fierce. Ferrari was dominating with their 250 GTs, and Aston needed something lighter, faster, and sharper to hold their own on the racetrack. Enter the partnership with Zagato, the legendary Italian design house known for creating lightweight, aerodynamic masterpieces. What came out of that collaboration was the DB4 GT Zagato, a car that wasn't just another Aston Martin, but rather the crown jewel of its era. The DB4 GT Zagato was introduced in 1959 at the London Motor Show, and the crowd knew instantly that they were looking at something out of the ordinary. Only 19 examples were ever built, and each one was handcrafted with slight differences between cars, depending on the client's preferences. This wasn't mass production, this was artistry. Zagato stripped away unnecessary weight, replacing steel panels with lightweight aluminum, and then sculpted a body that looked fast, even when it was standing still. The result was a design so sleek and timeless that many argue it's one of the most beautiful cars ever penned. Underneath that gorgeous body, the DB4 GT Zagato packed serious performance. Its 3.7-liter inline-six engine tuned for racing delivered around 314 horsepower, which in the late 1950s was absolutely monstrous. Keep in mind, this was an era when family cars barely scraped 50 horsepower. The DB4 GT Zagato could sprint from 0 to 60 in just over 6 seconds, which made it one of the fastest cars of its day, and it could push past 150 miles per hour. On the track, it went head-to-head with Ferrari's best, and while it didn't always win, it earned massive respect for its balance of speed, control, and beauty. But let's be real, what truly makes this car legendary is not just performance stats. It's the rarity, the craftsmanship, and the story behind it. With only 19 original examples in existence, each DB4 GT Zagato is a unicorn, a priceless artifact that collectors dream about but rarely get to own. At auctions, these cars have fetched astronomical figures, north of $10 million, with some examples even closer to $15 million, depending on provenance and racing history. That makes it not just one of the most expensive Aston Martins, but one of the most valuable classic cars in the entire world. When you see one in person, you can't help but be amazed. The long, elegant bonnet, the aggressive grille, the flowing roofline, all of it comes together in a way that no modern supercar can quite replicate. Modern cars chase numbers and aerodynamics, but the DB4 GT Zagato chases perfection in form and spirit. Every curve, every line tells a story, and when you fire up that straight six, it roars with a sound that's pure vintage racing soul. This car represents an era when brands didn't just build cars, they built legends. And the 1959 Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato is without a doubt one of the most legendary of them all. So if you're into cars, if you're into history, or if you just love seeing masterpieces that combine beauty and power, this one deserves your attention. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1959 Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because we've got even more rare classics and automotive icons coming your way. Until next time, keep dreaming big, and remember, cars like this aren't just machines, they're rolling works of art.